a sighted view on the purple track.
Be sure to check me run. Let me start over.
Okay. Alright, so new episode here today of Talking While Running with the legendary one and only Sam Prakel.
Alright, this is Ken Go, the Oregonian with Sam Prakel.
Alright, this is John Brass from RunMichigan.com talking to Sam Prakel.
Big congratulations is in order tonight for a Versailles runner. 2 News first brought you the story of Samuel Prakel in early November.
It's still Sam Prakel from Oregon who leads them down the home straight. He's got a gap coming hard now. Here's Sam Prakel, but Stuart McSwain in second place is finishing like a train. McSwain is nearly up there but didn't quite make it. Sam Prakel held on.
Where are we right now? Maybe set some context.
Well, right now we're running on the Burt Gilman Trail. Actually runs right through campus. Like you have your football stadium and indoor track, the Dempsey on over there on our left, and on the right you have a lot of the academic buildings and student union and other things. So yeah, this is just a nice flat bike path that you can get some nice easy miles on. And
so where are you at kind of in your training right now? If we want to, you just went to Boston and raced. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so right in the middle of the season, kind of in between races right now. I got back from Boston on Sunday, and I have a week to get a couple more workouts in before I head out to Melrose next week.
I'll be there too. You also swam in high school, correct?
Yeah.
So elaborate on that.
We grew up probably about 100 meters from our town pool, and I got into swimming in middle school, doing summer swim team with a lot of friends. Just had a good time. Kind of picking up swimming around the same time I was picking up running, and was just really into racing at that point. And loved both sports, and then played basketball in middle school. But once I got to high school, basketball was a little rough on my knees, so I decided to swim as a good form of cross training in the winter, and really didn't run at all in the winter in high school. And just
swimming
swam.
was it a cross training effort, or would you call yourself a swimmer at that time?
At the time, I'd call myself a swimmer.
Okay.
Yeah, I got pretty competitive with it.
Right.
I think it benefited me not running year-round until college, because it kind of kept me fresh. And yeah, I mean, summers and winters for me were mainly swimming in high school, and yeah, it definitely helped in the long run.
No pun intended.
No pun.
Can you talk about that transition from high school to being a Duck and on that level? Right, you basically wasted no time contributing.
Yeah,
and getting out.
I mean, I attribute a lot of that to Andy Powell, just doing a great job with the transition. I was low mileage in high school, and got me up to probably around 70 miles a week my freshman year, and I was able to run all 3 seasons. And yeah, I think just having that easy transition that Coach Powell helped with, a good transition. We were smart about it, and having a great team to train with too. I came in with Ed was in my class.
Yeah.
And we just had a huge class. And we had 11 freshmen coming in that year.
Okay. We have a nice stoplight break here, but that's okay. We can.
But then we also had Mac Lee was in 5th year, and Parker Stinson was in 4th year, and Trevor Dunbar was in 5th year. That was also Eric Jenkins' 1st year. So we just had, so I ran Penn as a freshman.
Prakel makes up on the outside shoulder and into the lead. Maury of Middle Tennessee State now trying to also overtake Indiana. They come into the final 100 meters. Oregon with the lead. Prakel trying to go back-to-back anchor wins for Oregon. And they will take the men's collegiate 4x miles 16:21:82.
It was a good experience for me, kind of racing in front of a larger crowd and a high pressure.
Are there any practices or something that stand out?
We were coming back from spring break. We went out to Dexter for a long run, and it got out of control way too early. They were hitting 520s on the way out, and we still had to flip and come back. So,
Woo!
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah, we won't name names here. We're trying to get them on the show later. So you kind of had basically your whole Oregon and then now your pro career with Cheserek as, you know, a friend, a teammate, and also a competitor.
It's been really cool, like kind of being there and watching his success firsthand, and just having him as a training partner, and even now, like this past weekend in Boston, someone to hang out with that
Right.
and one memory of the 10K outdoor final where he got a little competitive with Eric in the last 100, and even though they were supposed to finish together, I think Ed got a little too competitive and then blasted the last 100. And I don't know, at the time we were a little critical of him doing that, but I think it just shows the type of runner he is, and that's where he thrives.
So I have certain sources that tell me you were quite the student. What did you do that made you successful?
Yeah, I liked to keep busy. Found a good balance, I think, between schoolwork and running, and I think my running and traveling and practice kind of forced me to keep up with my schoolwork, so I think they worked together well. Like, don't be afraid to pick a hard major or load up your schedule every once in a while. If you stay on top of things, I think it's definitely doable. I had a lot of people throughout my college career, like certain TAs and other students, telling me that it would be impossible to major in biochem and run just because of the labs and all of the work. But, you know, I made good relationships with professors and had helpful classmates, and it made it work. And then Coach Powell really helped too, just keeping things flexible. You know, if I had to work out alone or come down to practice at a different time, he made it work.
So speaking of Coach Powell, hey, we're going under a bridge, so
got some
and what is it for the 4 people who watch this? what is it that you want to do after running? What is your goal?
Still undecided. It kind of depends how long.
See, people, that's a totally acceptable answer.
How long I run. Med school was an idea, but yeah, still kind of thinking about that. And
I mean, you could just be like Nick Willis or Legat or something, do it until you're 40. But now you've had a good enough amount of time in Seattle. How would you compare it to Eugene in terms of life and training? And
it's different. There's a lot more going on in Seattle, as you can imagine.
Okay.
But it's easy if you keep yourself isolated and focused on training. It's the same. Yeah, there's a lot more going on in Seattle. Like, there's more places to run. Downtown, there's mountains, there's other parks, waterfalls. It's just like a really cool place to live and explore when you have the time. But, you know, right now in the indoor season, I'm kind of going to the track, go to a trail to run. So it's like pretty.
We call it grinder, okay?
Yeah.
Adidas, are you listening? So I did a pretty good amount of stalking on your Twitter.
Oh boy.
One thing that I noticed was that you were friends with Clayton Murphy years ago. Like 2013 or something? 2012 maybe?
Even before that.
Okay, so explain that.
We grew up in the same county in Ohio, so I think our towns are probably 30 minutes apart. So I've raced him since middle school. Yeah, it's always been competitive. You know, freshman year, I think we both ran around 3:44 early in the season, so kind of like really were maybe about even then. But then sophomore year, when you ran 145 or so and made worlds, that's where you kind of took off. And you know, it's been fun to follow him and cool to see someone from the area do so well. And
so do you think there's something about that area that produces a sub 4 or what?
I think there's just a lot of hard workers in that area. It's a farming community. You know, I didn't grow up on a farm like Clayton, but I think those.
Did Clayton grow up on a farm? What did he do?
Yeah, he showed pigs at the fair.
Cool.
That's
sick.
Yeah, I think those qualities kind of rub off on everyone else in the area. And, you know, whether you're doing sports or working in the local family business, you're working hard. You have no excuses for anything. So I think those traits are pretty strong in region.
Yeah.
From Nick, I think. Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah. He was like, who's gonna be running with you today? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, maybe Emmett, maybe Jack. He's like, well, if it's Jack, you guys will be like, some 6 minutes.
Nick was down in 5:30.
Hey, all right. Screw the interview. We're tempoing way back. Let's go. Turning pro, graduating, kind of with that hot hand, if you will, or at least on a good trajectory. Was that stressful? Was that fine? Like,
No, it was a little stressful. I definitely wanted to not get any worse going into my 5th year and prove to everyone that I could be consistent and maybe even run a little faster. Yeah, I was happy just to get some PRs and yeah, stay consistent. I think that's something I pride myself on, is just building up years and years of training and you know, racing consistently and making back-to-back USA finals and placing 7th in both was a good sign that I could have some success right at the pro level.
why Adidas then? If I can set you up for a nice an opportunity for a raise or something.
No, Adidas was great to work with throughout the entire process. You know, they gave me flexibility with who could coach me, because I really wanted to stay with Andy. So things were working, and he was finally starting to figure things out with me as far as what training worked and what racing styles worked. So, you know, putting that as a priority, you know, Adidas was one of the other companies where I could stay with my college coach. And, you know, like, also it's Adidas, which is just a huge company that has many other world-class athletes, and they can offer that support. And you know, I heard great things about their gear and shoes. And,
Right. Yep. What's your favorite, like, run, like, path?
Probably the Mackenzie River Trail.
The Mackenzie River Trail winds along the river and through these old-growth forests for much of its 26 miles.
Oregon.
Okay.
You know, still a lot of good memories back in Oregon. Spent 5 years there and didn't make it out to the Mackenzie River Trail too often, but every time I did, it was just an awesome run. You know, just it's a single track along the Mackenzie River,
Okay.
and you're just running through the.
How far is it from Eugene?
It's a drive. It's probably 90 minutes
Okay.
from Eugene, so we didn't go too often.
Why do you run? Sam Prakel.
Yeah, I think that's an answer that's changed throughout the years. You know, in high school it's because I was good at it, and you know, maybe got some attention from it, and enjoyed that success. And you know, you get to college and the competition gets steeper, and maybe I'm not winning all the time. Gotta give another shout out to my hometown. You know, giving people from my hometown like something to cheer for. You know, I got a lot of followers back there. My family does a good job of kind of spreading the word when I'm running, and I think every time I think about them or think about my hometown and you know, putting for sales on the map.
If there is kind of one thing that you've perhaps thought about over the years, or something about pro running, or even just running in general, that you would like to see changed, is there anything that comes to mind?
Yeah, I was just having this conversation with a roommate. We were watching the Australian Open in tennis, and we're like, what if they just had majors but for track and field? Right.
Oh, let him win that one. What a shot.
Just kind of like Diamond League, but we were saying you should make it more of a championship style league where you have rounds for each of these Diamond Leagues.
Right.
So I think we just need to put a little more emphasis on racing, and maybe racing more workouts in a year. Like, what if you like kind of raced instead of doing a workout, and people would have more chances to follow you and want to be world championships? Like, what if there were 4 world championships in the year, and you have more chances? And it'd be like everyone, or at least everyone I know, loves watching world championships. Imagine doing that 4 times in a year, kind of like how tennis, or like golf does it with it. Yeah, so a lot of good thoughts, but
It's just gonna be up to us, I guess.
up to us.
Do you ever get like kind of, I don't know, pressure, but told to use social media more?
Yeah, it's tough because like you do have to have a presence and you know, rep your brand and keep your followers updated. But I kind of want it, or you want to do it in a unique way.
Yeah.
Because there's so many pro runners out there almost doing the same thing. So nothing I've really experimented with yet, but
Well, what are you talking about, right?
but yeah, kind of find a way to make yourself stand out among like the social media masses. If you're all at the same level, running wise, what's going to get you that fan base? Parker's done a good job.
Yeah.
His personality kind of sticks out, which is but also on social media, his videos, and he has a lot of quality content.
I know, like, probably more than anything, you just want to run fast, like, that's your priority. But some people opt to run a little bit slower because they're going to get more Instagrams or something.
Yeah, and I don't know, you'd hope that running fast would kind of take care of the rest of those things.
Sure.
Like, the faster you run, maybe the more opportunities you'll have those big Instagram posts, and the more photographers you'll have around you.
Right. Exactly. All right, well, how much further are you going to go today?
2 or 3 more. Okay. Do some strides. Thursdays are easy. You gotta track workout tomorrow. It's good.
Sam's probably our favorite, honestly, Trackster user, I'd have to say. So if you want to see his training, follow him in the app. He posts just about every day.
Yep.
And